Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 9 of Seaopolis 2, a Modpack by benbenlaw. So, today's going to be a busy episode. In the last episode we got Soulsand, we got Nether resource, and we've started doing a couple of things toward really going into machine. So, I also have most of my mesh on highest level Netherite mesh, so that's kind of cool. And I think it's in this time lapse that I fixed this so that I would finally get a lot of dry rubber, because the only thing that's stopping me from submitting CC5, I believe, is the 16 dry rubber into plastic. So let's grab that and cook that as fast as possible. I'm not going to submit it now, but I have a couple of things that I want to get started, so let's do that. Let's also grab 2 stacks of Electrum. I'm going to need to make some machine frame today, so let's put that in here. That I started the wrong recipe, so let's cancel that. And oh yes, so I did a semi-automation in the time lapse to make dimensional shards, but it doesn't have to be a semi. You can, well, it's always going to be a semi-automation in the sense that I'm not sending the resource exporting to each pedestal, because it's not like I want to make 5 kajillion of them, but it's automated enough that I can just come here and grab, like, I'm going to grab 1 stack of this, 1 stack, 1 stack. What else does it take? It takes this, this, and this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the rest is silicone. Silicone? Yes, perfect. Oh yes, look at this. 142 silicone essence. Yeah, that's how much it gives me. So the essence, the seed, that was a big winner to go and put that. Like, to just get that started properly. So let's put this in the hopper, glowstone here, emerald. Really, the order doesn't matter as long as every single resource that we need is there. So in my time lapse, I had a lower semi-automation, like just like this, and I would click the button and wait here and pick them up. But it needs to send a redstone signal. This can send a redstone signal, and I need to extract the output. So let just be put a chest right here. And I discovered something in my test world is that this only extract stuff that's not used in the recipe. Do you see? Like, it didn't try to extract the echo shard. Now it's going to extract this, but not the echo shard. So this is automated enough that whenever I come and drop stacks here, I can just leave that working and come back to it later. Now let's pick up all of these things, and I'm going to transform these into as many machine frame as I can. Let's show all of it in here. And how many gears do I still have? 3, that means 4. That means I need 16 Electrum. So let's just put 16 Electrum in here. Perfect. So that is also started. What's the next thing? Oh yeah. So today, if we come here on the quests, in the quest lines, in Nether Matter, we need to start looking at fighting Wither Skeleton and fighting Blaze. So that's going to be one part. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to do the Solium part, but that would be interesting for the mob seed. What I really am interested in is refined storage. Okay, so that's what we're starting today. So first we need some processor binding, which I've put right here. And I'm going to make 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stacks. 4 stacks of processor binding. And processor bindings are used to craft raw basic, raw improved, and raw advanced. Okay, so each of those need a stack of redstone, and then the other one needs the appropriate resource. 1, 2, 3. 1 for the advanced, 1 of this for the improve, and 1 of this for the regular. So now I'm going to come back right here, and I'm going to throw these 3 things in here, but that's not enough. I want to be able to craft more. So let's see if I can make 2 more smelters. Induction smelter. So induction smelter, all 6 plate, 6, 12, 12 tin plate, 1, 2, 3, 4. So tin, let's grab, oh, I already have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And then I'm going to need the copper plate. I'm going to need 2 of those. So 1, 2. Put that in. Oh, that's done. Put that in here. Since that is done, let's make the more frames with this. Great. So we shouldn't have any frame problem today. Those are made. Now I'm going to put these. I also want to see to make a magma crucible so that I can give myself a chance to get started into the endstone stuff. So I'm also going to need some Invar gears. So Invar, and if I remember, the other machine is copper gear. So Invar, copper. Let's just get all of that started. And that's the problem. Like, there's a lot of things to do. But since I have to wait on these anyway, might as well get a lot of stuff started on the sidelines so that we're going to be able to get to the same point. Like, whenever we need something that will be ready, we'll have it. Oh, this is not what I wanted. Give me back my gold. Perfect. Okay, so that's the crucible. No, wait, what? Did I make the induction smelter? Yeah, they're right here. Perfect. So now let's just do this, and yes, that's why I brought the energy right here. Like, I knew that I was going to need more machine as time go by. So I'm just gonna go, whoa, plop and plop. Put those 2 machine right there. I don't have augments for them, do I? Yes, I have just basic augment. But right now, honestly, basic, like just the fact that I have another machine being able to do something makes it so that like this is just worth it. At least I'm going to be getting the resources a bit faster. It's not going to be as fast as this. Oh, wow, this one's already finished. But it's good. Okay, so the reason I have another is I want to make another stack of these raw processor, the standard one. Because if I come back here, let me show you something about these raw processor. These raw basic processor are also used in the creation of construction core, raw neural, and destruction core. And the construction core and the destruction cores are cores that you're always in need of for the higher tier stuff that you might want. Let me grab this, and some of these right here. So that's 3 quests. Let's come right here and claim those. And since we have some of those, what I want to do is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to like make at least 8 of the other neural processor, the purple one. So let me come right here. What do I intercept where? You know what? This is less important for now. Diamond. No, diamond's the important one. It's the gold that's not the important one. Darn it. The reason gold is way not gold. In all the beginning, the machines that we need to make, we need a lot more of the diamond stuff than the gold stuff. The gold stuff is more when you get into discs. Okay, perfect. So that's done. While we're waiting for this to cook a bit more. Nope. I gotta stop putting things back when I'm in the middle of doing stuff with it. So sorry, let me put that back. And let me grab my... Did I make the magma crucible? Nope. So now I need to make the magma crucible. Perfect. Then I need to make the fluid encapsulator. So I got rid of the copper. Wow. Yeah. Just give me a second. That's the problem when you're trying to do too many things at the same time. It does get a little bit confusing. I'm going to need some prosperity ingots. So 2 of those. And I can make another fluid encapsulator right here the moment I have my 2 gears. Oh boy. Let's try again. So let's put that in the right machine. Oh, they're there. That's why I have them. Okay, so let's make my fluid encapsulator like this right here. And let's check the status of all of this cooking. So this is finished. Perfect. So grab that. So since this is finished, let's see for restarting the gold. Perfect. Okay, so those raw processor are just step 1. There's really not much you can do with those. You need to go to the next step, and for the next step is basically you smelt them again but this time you smelt them with redstone and silicon. So I'm going to need another 4 stack of redstone because I made 4 stack of binders, and I'm going to need 4 stack of silicon, which, like you saw, we're going to be okay because of the silicon essence, and we're keeping on getting more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, perfect. So now let's do this, and we're going to transform a stack of raw into the standard processors. We're going to do the same with those the moment that they're done, and the rest of 56 here, we're just going to split that in 2, and those 2 are going to be construction core and destruction core. So for the construction core and destruction core, I'm going to need 28 glowstone. You know what, let's just do this. 28. Perfect. And 28 nether quartz, because we saw when I showed you quickly the recipe, like I remember how they are, because you need to make so many of those that you get used to the recipe in the end. So grab this. Now we're going to go, these are going to be construction core, waiting for this to finish. If I come back here to the fastest one, that's still not finished. Perfect. If I come back here, no. It's this, and silicone, right? What is it again? Oh no, it's always nether quartz, and it's glowstone or redstone. Okay, so it's always nether quartz. Perfect. So always nether quartz and glowstone or the other one, or redstone. Great. So this is going to be ongoing. Let me just do this. I'm going to keep that aside for when I make the other cores. And this is not ready. This either will not be ready. No. So let's go do my little other setup. So we've been progressing here, and we're kind of stuck. Like, all of these machines are going to require some advanced processors, so that's why there was no point going down that path. And right here, until I get some of those, I won't be able to do the rest. Let's just have that cook. And while we're waiting for that to cook, let's come into Dimension Shard here. That's kind of why we've been making so many dimensional shards. It's because I want a Flux network to be able to have wireless power, and I want to get started with the end matter stuff, because it seems that every episode I unlock a matter type of matter, so I want to do that too. For my Flux network, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of flux dust. Perfect. And I'm going to need 4 stacks of obsidian. So I made a little cheap obsidian setup right here, and I used a quad drawer so that I wouldn't produce too much of it. I didn't want to have like 4K of lava just wasted on obsidian that I don't need. So that's done. Oh, we're ready to start the next batch. So for the next batch, we're going to put the diamond processors. And if I come back here, yeah, those are done. So here I'm going to start the gold processor. And if I come back here, I'm almost done on the construction cores. So I'm just going to throw that here, and we're going to come back later. Perfect. So that was the preparation for the Flux network. I'm going to have to wait for all of this to be pulverized, but I don't need it right now anyway. Now for the endstone, let's look at the endstone quest, like this direction. We need infused ender pearls, infused pearl, crafted like this, and we need infused diamond, crafted like that. And these ender pearl and diamond, so the ender pearl have more use. The infused diamond right now, if I go and right click, they have these like augments that I haven't looked into right now. But what we really want is these infused ender blocks. And I'm going to want at least 2 of those. So I'm going to need 4 infused diamonds. And right now I don't see any other use for the diamonds. So let's just do this. And let's go diamond. And 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Then we're going to go to the quest line and get my 4th one. And then we're going to need the same thing with ender pearl. Ender. But for this, we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the one I need for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. 9, 10, 11. Okay. 11 is going to be enough for now, because I'm also going to get one as a reward. So that's 12. Perfect. So the next step is endstone pebbles, made with resonant enders and pebble. So you use a fluid encapsulator, which is why I crafted it, and you put resonant ender on pebbles. And for the resonant ender, it's a magma crucible, but not with ender pearl, with infused ender pearl. So that's just a little extra something on the recipe just to make it a little bit harder. I'm going to throw this in here to start making my construction cores, and these are going well. Grab this, grab this. Let's go finish this little quick setup. I'm going to make the same like quick and dirty setup that I made last time. Like this, like this. Here I'm going to put these 11. Output from the left, input from the top, input from the top, output to the left, and input from the right. And now I'm going to need some pebbles. So let me grab 2 drawers. And, oh, not 3, 2. And let me grab some pebbles. I should have 5K. Yeah. I don't know how many these 12 are make. I could count it. It's just right now it doesn't really matter. I'm not looking for a specific quantity. I'm just looking to get some. Yeah, that came out wrong. But you know what I mean. I just want to start getting some of these. Ooh, okay, no. I'm having a power problem. Oh, yes, of course I'm having a power problem. How many machines did I just add? Why isn't that one? Yeah, it is producing 80 and it's just maxed out. Okay, I have a small problem. Let's see, can I make a bit more power? Nope. Do I have signalum? Nope, I don't have any signalum. So that's what I was trying to start in the last, oh, no, I don't have any. So that's the recipe I was trying to start here that I kind of used the wrong recipe, unfortunately. So let me check, what can I do? I need some signalum for sure. Signalum, what was the recipe again? Recipe. Redstone, copper, and silver. Oh. Redstone, copper, and silver. So I think I used tin instead of copper the last time. So now I can just go like this, and the silver, yeah, that's going to start making me some signalum. And these should almost be done. And also, as all these machines will stop making stuff, my power consumption is going to become less of a problem. So this is all almost done. You know, let me push this in the system before I do something bad with it. Well, bad. Before I use it on something I didn't want to use it on, and then in effect kind of losing them. Right here we're going to go 8, 8, and 8. Those are the only one that I had not cooked. So, grab that, and let's get rid of this. Let's come back here and let's see if the machine has some power. Yes, it's full. So now you can melt them. The problem is that how this works is that I was trying to melt it. It would run out of power and then it would stop the operation and restart. And I was basically in a loop of power loss. Oh, more. Perfect. So let's come back here and now we should be set up to be able to do a couple of quests. So grab 8 of those. That's going to be 2. Another 8. That's going to be another 2. So I'm looking to make reinforced integral component because look at this. If I go and make some reinforced, press R on the right thing. So if I do those and I come back here, this was producing how much? This is producing 80 RF per tick. Nope, it's now producing 120. Oh, should probably have put it. I think this one, yeah, this one's the fully improved one. And these are 2 compression dynamo. I'll be honest, those 2 compression dynamo, they've got to go. I'm going to replace them with magma dynamo in my time lapse because those are really costly and not really good. Like they burn through lava like crazy. Okay, so we have all of the stuff. Now we're in a situation where we should just be able to breeze through refined storage 1 quest at a time. So let's come back right here to refined storage and yeah, done. And having 1 more is always a good output. I prefer that to the B-Buck right now. I don't have any real use for B-Bucks. Okay, so now we need to start from the nether quartz part. So the enriched quartz. We have a seed. So let's see how much we had. 87. And after the seed, we have 231. Yep, that's really, really good. And we need to make these special machine casings. So let's press this. And I'm going to need 6, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to need way more than that, but 6 is a good starting number for what I want to produce. So this is done. And now I also want some cables. So let's go right here and craft a couple of cable, which are right here. And let's make 2 stacks. 6, 12, no, that's too much. I would have a remaining, and I'm good with what I have. Oh, and 8 extra. I think that gives me exactly my 2 stacks. Yep, exactly my 2 stack. Oh, and I got an extra machine casing. So now I have 1 too much, but not a problem. So now, from these machine casing, it wants us to make a controller. So controller, right here. Super easy. 4 quartz enriched, 3 silicon, and an advanced processor. Then I need to make a disk drive right here. Another simple recipe. I might need more than 1 disk drive long term, but for now that's good. And then I'm going to make 2 grids. So right here I'm going to get 1 and a second grid. And these 2 grids, I'm going to transform both of them into crafting grid. So 1. And is it this? Nope. It would make sense to use a construction core, to be honest. The advanced also makes sense. So we've got 2 crafting grid because I don't really need a grid. A grid lets you, so grid used to access item inside your network, but crafting grid is used to access item inside your network and craft. So yeah, there's no benefit to keeping just a grid. So all of that is done. All we have now are those cleanup quests, but these are just as important. So we need the importer exporter. So if I go importer, importers are used to import stuff into your system. So you put that on a machine or on a chest and it's going to import in your system. The exporter do the complete reverse, and they're used to push something to a machine. Let's say we wanted to make continuous creation of flux dust. We would need to always push a dimension shard to this pulverizer. We could just have an exporter, send it here, but it wouldn't stop when it's used enough. There's no notion of enough. It would just continue forever until you're completely out of the resource. So you still kind of have to be careful with the usage of the exporters. They don't really there are ways to limit so that you do it until you get to a certain point of material, but it's not super easy. Maybe I'll set something up for that at some point and maybe show you. I'm not sure. Then what we really want, what's really important, are the external storage. So I'm going to make 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. And now we're going to make kind of a little gimmicky setup that we'll rearrange later. So I'll take a controller and I'll put it right here in the middle of the place. And I'll take an external storage, and right now my system, which is not started, is already connected to this whole drawer system. And if I set the priority here higher, let's say 100, it's going to always try to push into that before anything else. So it's the reverse of the root network. The root network, you want it lower, and this one, you want it higher. So this drive is where we're going to put the disk that we craft in or receive to put items. So this is like storage. You have to imagine that this 1K storage disk is a chest that can receive 1,000 items. So it can't receive 27 stack of 64. It's 1,000 of any item. And the crafting grid on this side is going to access all of this to let you craft with it. But now it needs to be powered. And the powering is why I wanted the Flux network. So let me grab all of this and show it in here. And now this is done. This is done. You know what? There's only 2 quests here. So let's finish these 2 quests. I have to make a crafter and some skystone. So skystone, how's the skystone made? Skystone. No, skystone. Perfect. Skystone is made with skystone dust. Oh, fluid encapsulators, silicon and blackstone. Super easy. I have that. And the Skystone is used to make the other controller, the applied energistic controller. I don't intend to use it, but let's say that I change my mind in the future. Making 4 of these will let me make the one controller. And so now the quest is done and this is done. And the last thing that we need is a crafter. So let's go with the crafter. Right, oh no, the standard crafter right here. And these can be improved. Okay, so let me just show you. If I put this crafter down, I only have 9 spot and it's standard speed. But if I go right here and I use this as a crafting start, I can craft, well, the colored, which I don't understand why it's a thing. I can make an iron crafter, which will change the slot to 27 and the base speed is 1. But I can also upgrade it again with the neural processors, which is why I really wanted to make those, to gold crafter, which is 45 pattern and 5 times the speed. And then I can upgrade it to a diamond crafter, which has 63 slot and 25 base speed. And the last highest level is netherite, and that's the important thing. I don't know if I can make enough netherite. So nether scrap 989. Yes, I think I can easily make a stack of nether. Crafter, okay, you don't want to let me click it easy. I'll do it this way. And voila, a stack. I'm just going to need 4 block now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw that in here. And we can now upgrade to the highest level, which is 81 and 125 base speed. So now, if I just put this right here, I have the ability to put these many pattern. We're going to get into pattern in the next episode because I won't have the time for that today. Now we can do the Flux network stuff. So let's come back here and push that in here and let's go. This is all completed. Yes, no. Am I missing one thing? It should be green. What am I missing? Guys? Oh, yes. Oh, I need a 1K storage part. Okay, so let's do that also. Storage part. Well, I don't want a 1K because I want to also show you something. So 1K is right here. So you can make multiple 1K. And I can use, so I'm going to make 9. You can use a 1. That's what I was expecting. So you can use a 1K to make a disk of 1K. So 1 storage K of 1K. But I can use 3 1K to make a 4K storage part. So basically, just by putting those together, I'm giving myself 33.333% more. And then I can take 3 4K and put them together and give myself a 16K storage part. And this 16K, I'm going to turn into a disk because I don't, right now, since we're using refined storage, 16 means 16,000 items. So I'm not going to fill that super fast, and it's totally worth using. So that's why, like, things that you have 8,000-10,000 of, you want to use a drawer for sure. Things that you have less than 50, you just put into the drive. So now this is completed, we can go back to Dimensionnal Shards and work on the Flux network. So the Flux network requires a lot of core. Everything goes through cores. So I'm going to go Flux core like this, and I'm going to make. Oh no, I need some eyes of vendors. So I'm going to need, if I remember, like I just did this in my last playthrough, not in my other episode, and I think I needed like 40 or 50 something. So let's just make 50. I think that's going to be enough, and I'm going to need more anyway, because once you do this, you always need more flux point or more flux plug to put or take energy from your system. So I'm going to grab a couple of these. Can I do a stack? Yeah, yeah, I can do a stack. Perfect. And then if I come out here, now it gives us 2. It wants us to make a flux point to get energy into our system. So flux plug, flux point to give energy. You know what? I'm going to make 2 flux points because that's how you provide energy. And then I want to make a flux plug, but we're going to need a couple of flux blocks for that. Well, at least one. So let's just do that right now. So, okay. So now if I come back here, I can get my system started with nothing else than that. Like I can just go like this. And from here, create a new network. I'm going to call it the xHedra's. Wow, my French keyboard. xHedra's network. I'm going to make it not encrypted. So encrypted would be if I want to share it with people that have my password. I'm going to make it private. I'm on my single machine, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like anyone can use it. It's just by habit. If you always do it like this, the one day you're on a server, you're not going to forget. So always do it the proper way to begin with. So this is now getting power here, and I can take a flux point and throw it here and connect it to the same network and put no limit, although we're not going to be pulling a lot of power here. And voila, this network is now working. And like I said, we have access to everything that's in the drawer. Now that's a problem because the storage root network also uses chest. Okay, and the problem that I have is I'm not wireless yet on this. I can get wireless, but okay, before we do the wireless part, let's finish the flux network because I want to have power storage. One of the problems that I've been having is that sometimes I use a big chunk of power and I run out. So let's just go to the next step, and well, we can claim all of this in the meantime. And from these flux network, I'm going to make more of these core flux block. We're going to need 5 of them. Let's show all of that in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And from these flux block, you can craft something called a flux controller. So the beauty of the flux controller is you put it down anywhere and it gives you a visibility into your network. So I can come here. So first of all, it also gives you the ability to go, I want wireless charging in all of these parts. And if you come here, you can see I have one flux controller. I have one flux point that's actually using between 40 and 90, like it's fluctuating because of this network. And I have the flux plug providing energy to the network. The next step is if I go again with the flux core and I make 6 flux block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 6 flux block with 2 glass pane is going to give us our first battery. And if I come here, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. If I come here and put that down and connect that to the network and heighten the priority on this, we now have a battery that's fully charging and that's going to hold 2 million RF. So that's what I wanted to do as soon as possible, because now whenever I need power somewhere, instead of bringing a cable 70, 80 blocks away, I can just put a wireless cable for wireless power. Sorry, a point for wireless power. Whew, okay, so refined storage is done. This is all completed and it gives us another 1K. I'm not going to do anything with that right now. I could make a disk, or I could have used it to craft my 16K disk. So next up for me is in the dimensional, like I want to get to end, but more importantly, I want to be able to start completing these quests, okay? And right here, Nether Star, super important. I want to get to Nether Star. But to get to Nether Star, we need 3 Wither Skeleton Skulls. And to get Wither Skeleton Skulls, you need to, it tells you what to do. That skeletons can be transformed into Wither Skeleton if they touch witch water. We have made witch water right here, and we need skeletons. So there's 2 options. I could change my mob farm back there and put witch water at some point to bring the mob, and it would transform the skeleton, but it's going to make a lot of things other than skeleton also. And the problem that I have right now is that I need Wither Skeleton Skull, and I need at least 3. And when I say at least 3, maybe more, because you saw these nether, well, I'm going to have a big need for these nether stars. I'm going to show you right now what I want, why I want the nether stars so bad. So one of the things that I want for my refined storage at refined storage is the ability to craft wirelessly. Okay. So if I go from this crafting grid, I can craft this crafting grid into a wireless crafting grid like so. Now, since it's wireless, I also need a transmitter or an emitter. I think they're called transmitter. Yeah, I need a wireless transmitter like so, which is why I needed an extra machine casing, but you know, now I have one too many. You put the wireless transmitter on the system, okay? And you right click the wireless crafting grid on the controller, and then you have access with a wireless crafting grid. But this right now only has 16 block. So if I come down here, I can't craft with it. So that's why I still need until I have a better range. So right here, if I look at range, there's a range upgrade. So range upgrade I can make already. They're not so bad. I could make a couple of these. You know what? Let me make a couple of these. So range upgrade, I'm going to need this. So let me make 1, 2, and 3. And let's make 3 range upgrade. 1, 2, 3. So if I come in here and I put these 3 in, I can put up to 4. But let's say I just put 3. It's 40 block now. And it's draining now 104 FE per tick. So kind of expensive for not that much more range. So I don't want to use those right now. I don't really care. And if I look at the range upgrade though, and I press R, I can then craft with 3 an infinity range booster. So now if I had 1 nether star, well, at least this system, not this system, this one would be all across the overworld. But then if you look one level higher, there's the dimension card, which makes it across everywhere. So I would need 1 nether star for each of these range booster and 4 here. So I need 8. So I need a lot of wither skeleton skull. Let me just throw all of this in my system right now. I need a little bit of space because I want to get to the next step. And I'm going to need to eat a little bit. Probably would be nice to have some better food at some point. Okay, so I'm going to need to kill a lot of wither skeleton. And for that, I've decided to go the RFTool because I love the RF spawner. So if I come back here to Dimensionnal Shards, we have a section to make a machine frame from RFTool, which is crafted with 4-dimension shard around the machine frame. So that's what I already prepared for. Nope, not this one, this one. Where is it? So these one right here, press R. I can craft them with dimension shard right here. So I want to make 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. For the quest, we're going to deconstruct one into 3 machine base. Machine base lets you make smaller machine type. Right now I don't need those either, so I'm going to go back to a machine frame. So this is done, and it won't give me extra, unfortunately. The next step is to actually make the machine. So this machine frame, let me just search instead because it's a bit annoying. I need a spawner. So the spawner is made from a machine frame with a rotten flesh, a bone, a blaze rod, and an ender pearl. I don't have blaze rod right now, but okay. I also need to provide matter to the spawner. It doesn't work on essence like the thermal one, not the thermal one, the industrial one, I think, but it uses matter. So I'm going to need 3 matter beamers. So I'm going to need 4, 8, 12 glowstone block. I didn't put those in a drawer yet. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Let's make the 3 matter beamers. 3 matter beamers done. Okay. And now I need my blaze rod. So if I come back right here to nether matter, well, we have a way to get blaze rod. We need to make blazing doll, and you use it on a barrel to spawn a blaze. So let me just press this and A on this, and let's make some blaze doll. So right here, blazing doll. Oh, I need the porcelain doll first. So there's 2 recipe. I'm going to use the emerald recipe because it gives 6. I don't know how many I'm going to get because you don't have a guaranteed blaze drop every time. So let's just come back here, grab some bucket, grab some lava bucket. Let's grab all 3 bucket. I might need to make 3 blaze doll. So let's just, because I'm going to go further away from my base, a bit further away to spawn these. So I don't want to have to come back from lava. So now I have lava. I have this. I need a stone barrel. Stone. Oh, there are no stone barrel. Great. So stone right here, like this. Do I not have stone? What? Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I wasn't seeing that. You know what? I'm getting a bit annoyed. Let's just make all of these barrels. I'm going to keep one, but we'll have for the future. Oh, yes. I want some stone brick because I'm going to go and build a little bit. So let's grab some stacks of this and let's grab my wand. And perfect. So I already have an idea for the setup for this. I'm going to put it on top of my current spawner because this is my mob section. So everything mob related, I'll put here for now. And let's start it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want it 3 large. And as long as I need for the 1, 2, 3 high. And as long as I need for flowing water. So 3, like this. So this is the frame of what I want. And then I can go 1, 2, 3. I don't, like I said, I don't know how far the water is going to flow. I don't know how far I'm going to need to go, but I'm going to need to go in that direction. Let me put that. And voila. Right here are going to be, you know what? Let's put them. I'm going to have my matter beamer right here, which means I'm going to need to send them power from under. Okay. So let me grab some energy pipe. Energy right here. Perfect. So energy like this. I'm going to have the matter beamers right here. Matter beamer needs levers to work. So we're going to go right here and levers. I'm going to need to make them. I never have levers in my system. So let's just do this. Let's make a stack. So now I'm going to have levers whenever I need them. So I'm going to go 3 levers. I'm not powering them right now because I'm not really ready for this. And right here is going to be the spawner. Ugh. Here's going to be the spawner. For now, I'm going to put the stone barrel because I need to get some of these blaze. You know what? Let's close this back right here so that the blaze do not... I don't want the blaze to fly up and go all over the place. So now I'm kind of ready, but I'm not. Because I don't want to have to use a blazing doll every time. And I'm going to show you where I'm going with the RFTool. So the RFTool spawner... Oh, I'm going to need that wrench. So let's just make the wrench. I don't need it right now, but I'm going to need it maybe in 2 minutes, so might as well make it now. I'm going to need some syringe. I'm going to make 2 of those. One, I want to make a skeleton syringe because that's the end goal, but right now I want to make a blaze syringe. So I'm going to put this, and now we're going to get damage because when the blaze comes out, I'm going to syringe it until the syringe is full. If you look at the syringe, it's red. It's going to become like transparent, and as I click the blaze rod, it's filling back with red. So, oh, it didn't even hit me. Wow. And then I can kill it. And we got a blaze rod. Wow. I couldn't ask for more. So I already have my blaze rod. I really don't need any of this. Oh, no, I need a second blaze rod. Yes. So let's hope that we're lucky. We're going to need at least another blaze rod because when you're spawning mobs with the RF spawner, which I'm going to explain in a moment, you need some resources. And one of the resources that we're going to need is going to be a blaze rod. So let me just wait for this. Perfect. Did it give me one? No. Oh, darn it. So that's why I grabbed 3 bucket. And to be honest, oh, will this give me an extra one? Please. Oh, yes. I don't need to do this. Well, okay, I'm going to do this last one because I put the lava down. But then after that, we're done with making blaze with blaze dolls. So let's put that right here, and let's wait a little bit. While we're waiting, I'm going to show that in here. And so this is going to be the place where I spawn my mobs. Let's go. And nope, we didn't get an extra one. Oh my god, you're so... Okay, so let's get rid of this. And now let's make our spawner. Because now we have everything to make the spawner. Like so. And I don't want any of this. Perfect. So I'm going to put the spawner here. So this is how it works. You put the syringe that's filled, and it tells you, I need 0.1 of a blaze rod, and I need 0.5 of a netherrack, and I need 30 of any kind of organic matter. The organic matter is always there. Here you might have netherrack or endstone or cobblestone or dirt, depending on the mob. And this will always be a resource that's specific to the mob. Like for skeleton, it's going to be bones. So you need to use matter beamers for that. And you can use multiple. Like I just put 3. 1 for the blaze rod, 1 for the netherrack, and 1 for the organic matter. But technically I could have 5 more here and just put them all on organic matter, because organic matter is going to be the restrictor. Now if I come back here and I look at nether, for my netherrack, I'm now going to use my nether essence like this. And voila, I already have a stack. Perfect. So let's put that right here. The netherrack is in here. I'm going to put the blaze rod in here, and in here I need some kind of organic matter. So I'm going to grab some mushrooms. No, do I have something better? Do I have pumpkins? No. Do I have melons? Yeah, let me grab a stack of melon. Pretty sure this gives 1 matter per. So now I need to go on the other side and I need to power all of this. So for that, that's why I needed the second flux point. So now I'm going to put a flux point right here, and I'm going to set it to receive from the network with almost no limit, search, blah, blah, blah. And it's not connecting because these pipe need to be set in extract mode. This is something that I had to ask on the Discord. I had completely forgotten that you needed to do this weird little connection thing. So now I'm going to turn all of these things on, and these are now transforming the matter. And you're going to see something that's always annoyed me though. If you look at this here, I have 1 of this, I have 11 of the netherrack, and I have 12. So the moment it gets to 30, it's going to spawn a blaze. But for the life of me, I think the 0.1 here, it's not a real 0.1. I think it's 0.11. Because if it's 0.1, I should do 10 blaze rod. But it's going to be I'm not going to be able to make 10. I'm only going to be able to make 9. And as for, oh, so that's 1. And like I said, this is the main restrictor. Right now, the melons is giving 1 matter per. I have 30. I'll be able to make only 2 blaze rod, because even though I'll see 0.89. So it is 0.11. It's just not showing it. So I don't know why it works showing it here, but not here. It's kind of weird and annoying. So right now, I'm waiting for more organic matter to spawn the second blaze. And once the second blaze is done, I'm going to need to input more matter. So what I'm going to do, and that's why I put those on the side, is that for this one, I'm going to set a pot on the side to constantly feed it. And for that one, I'm going to set up a semi-crafting system with seed to always feed it. And right here, I'm going to put a stack of bone when it comes to the skeleton. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put witch water here, here, and here, which is going to flow this way. And I think it's going to go 8 or 9 long. I never remember. So this is going to spawn a skeleton right here in the middle. It's immediately in the witch water. So it's going to turn into a wither skeleton. And it's going to get pushed down here to my player damage plate, where hopefully I'm going to start getting some wither skeleton skulls. Whew. So that's really what I wanted to get done today, because in my time lapse, I'm going to have to finish completing that mob farm, set it up completely, and start it. I'm also going to make my system work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft some diamond drawers, and I'm going to put like 4 diamond drawer up here. So I'm going to be able to put external storage like this on the 3 diamond chest, and I'm going to be able to connect 3 root link on the 3 diamond chest, and I'm basically going to connect everything from both sides. So as long as nothing goes into the disk, everything's going to be accessible by that system and that wireless system. And the beauty of this, let me show you, is I've bound my plus key to my crafting grid. That's my standard setup where I do that everywhere. But in this mod pack, This is considered a curios, and I can put it in a curio slot right here, which means it's not taking a space on me, and I can always press plus and have access to it. So yeah, I really want to get the Nether Star to just switch over to this system and get the root network out of my life. So if I look at the time, so technically I could do one last thing, but I really want to go to my time lapse because I have a lot of stuff to do. So I'm not going to get into end matter right now. No, that's not true. I'm going to get into end matter because that's going to block my progress. So let me grab all of this, and we're going to use these end stone to make some real end stone. So if I come back here, so now I got some end stone. Got some real end stone. We need to make some infused ender blocks. So where is it? Right here. 3, 4, 5. Throw that in there. My 2 blocks. And the reason why I'm pushing into this one last thing is that I want to make an easier way of making end stone. If you look at end stone, I can use the 4 pebbles, but I can also use end essence. And for end essence, I need, the end seed, I'm going to need Imperium essence, which we're going to do in the next episode. And I'm going to need end agglomeratio. But to get end agglomeratio, I need more end stone, I need purple block and chorus fruit. Purple block are made from popped chorus fruit, so I really just need chorus fruit. And to get chorus fruit, I need to sieve ender organic matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a really quick and dirty setup right here. Ew. Do I have... Oh, I can do this. And keep the rest for later. And... Oh no, this is supposed to be wood. Oh my god, this is going to be dirty. Do I have some wood slab? Oh, not a lot left. So I'm going to have to go and find more driftwood at some point. So let's just make a quick and dirty setup right here. 1, 2. I'm going to disconnect this. So stop taking from this. Stop taking from this. I need some stone barrel. Stone. 2. I'm going to need some fluid pipe. I'm going to need both type of pipe. So let me grab this, this, and this. Stone barrel. Stone barrel. Perfect. I'm going to need a bucket to set the... what's it called? To set the filter. Perfect. So like this and like this. Grab this. I'm going to wait for it to transform again. You know what? It's just going to be easier if I do this and this. So now I can set this to extract. Put a ultimate pipe upgrade and set this. Put that right here. And now I'm going to reset these two. So now I have filtered output that will only take the transform matter. So we need ender organic fluid. So I can do this and that. Going to need 2 drawers. Drawers. Right here. Oh. Gonna need to craft an extra drawer. That's not a problem. Okay, thank you. Put one right here and set it to extract from the back. And one right here. And now we'll set these two to extract. Oh. I need a stepping block. Perfect. Like this. That's all good. What did I do? I pressed some weird button combination or something. I don't know. So let's just do this and push that back in here. And I need to eat again. So now we have my kind of semi setup to make like I always do, like the quick and dirty starting setup. And now I need crushed end stone. Hammering end stone will be crushed end stone. And crushed end stone can be sieved. Oh, okay, it's the same thing as the nether, where the emerald mesh gives me 1 and the netherite mesh gives me 2. So let's do that. I need a sieve. Whoa, sieve right here. I need a mesh. Mesh. Oh, I'm out of mesh. We're going to have to craft one. That shouldn't take long. So, 6 level to go through, though. That's where auto crafting would be really useful. 1, 3rd level. 4th level, and I do have netherite, so I'm going to be able to make it netherite level immediately. Diamond level and netherite. Oh, so now I need my mesh. Perfect. And I need a netherite ingot. Netherite. right here. I'm also going to need my hammer, so calcite. Perfect. Let's go back here and make the mesh. And I don't want to have to make any back and forth, so since it's a very temporary setup, I'm just going to put that right here, like so, and start making... Oh, I'm going to need to crush this. 3, 4, and I should technically keep some to make the endstone stuff, the seeds, but I'm going to work on that in my time lapse, so I'm not going to have a problem. So now if I crush some of this ASAP, I'm going to get some more as a reward. So this is going to give me more. This is going to give me, 16 more. So yes, thank you. I'm going to put the Ender transformation powder, and immediately I'm starting to get Ender organic matter because the 2 barrels were already full. So I can lock this and do this. And now I can continue with, you know what? I still have 16 right here. So no, I can just grab these right here and start sieving those. So the Ender organic matter are going to get us, wow, shulker shell, platinum piece, uranium piece, lead piece, and hopefully the chorus fruit. It's supposed like there is a sieving chance where at some point you do get chorus fruit. Let's just go look at the quest. So if I come back here to Ender matter, I got this, I got the skulker shell, I got the uranium piece, which gives me more, the lead piece, and the platinum piece. But what I really want is the chorus fruit, because I want to set it in my time lapse to start, like I want to set it in a box and start producing, because I'm really going to need to get the end seed in the next episode. So I'm going to stop this here. I'm going to do more of this sieving in my time lapse, and that's going to be the first time I do not get a resource out of my time lapse, but I'm going to do more of this so that I can get my seed, and I'm going to change the setup. I don't like how it's made. I'm going to probably make a setup on the other side so that this one will stay the organic, the colorful organic matter, and the nether, I'm probably going to make another line from the other direction where I'm going to have 3 on end, 3 on nether, so that it's going to be on the reverse. So I'm going to need to go that way, but the first job is going to be the spawner. So in the next episode, I believe we're going to have to adventure a little bit. In the next episode, hopefully I'm going to have 4K essence, and I'm just going to be able to craft up to the Master Infusion crystal, and then be able to make higher tier seeds. So we're going to make a couple more seeds that are important, and maybe we're going to go adventure in this portal. I've never done it, and I'm curious about it. Now, for real, the one last thing, I don't want to be another episode without having submitted this, so let's just make a little bit of space in my inventory, and let's just submit the CC5, because that should have been finished like 1 or 2 episodes ago. Submit the nether brick, the machine frame, these 4 of each, which in the beginning I'm like, oof, that's expensive, I want to keep these resources, and now I have stacks upon stacks, so that's not a problem. And the turtle egg, which was the hardest one to get, and that gives us 4 netherite upgrade, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to use those right now, because netherite upgrade are put in flux hammers or sieves to process 64 items at a time, but at a cost of 8,000 RF per tick, and we have nowhere the amount of power to be able to do that. So guys, that's it for today. I'm going to go in my time lapse and get a lot of stuff done, like the spawner and everything. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.